Hey guys, Prince of Macedon here, and I decided to play Rome 2 after so many months of not playing it. Anyways, I don't know why I called this 1212. I was in such a rush to save the replay that I just typed in the first two keys that came to mind. I have not played anywhere close to that level of games. So let's watch it. My opponent's name was Lycurgus, in commander of the Ardiaei, and I am commanding Macedon. And you can see his army is way bigger than mine. The money level was really low. It was around 8,000... maybe even less than that. It was really low. So let's go ahead and look at the armies here. Well, you saw the armies, but let's look at it close up. I've got these thorax swords. I put my general with a on this side over here in a royal peltis unit. These guys. And I got some skirmishers. I got peltists, mercenary Cretan archers, very crucial in Alexander the Great's army. And I got some mercenary Thracian peltists. And over in the forest here, I try to keep these guys as hidden as I could, but I think once they start to move them, my opponent saw it. But these are 4 units of Thessalian cav, so they are hidden right now, but once they start to move them, I think my opponent sees it, because he does respond. So here's his army right now. He's got some Illyrian cav. I think he has like, what, 4 or 5 total maybe? But he starts to move his cav up here. Then he's got some Illyrian Thurio spears. Mercenary axe warriors. His general is right here, fighting with the Illyrian noble hoplites, as you can see. And then we got Illyrian hoplites. We got mercenary Celtic warriors. More hoplites. Some units back there. He also has some slave slingers. We can't see him right now, but you'll see him in a bit. But anyways, this is why I think he saw my cav. It's because he started to position his Illyrian cav facing the trees where my Thessalians are. And he even has a unit of Thurio spears. So I had no problem, just fighting his Illyrian cav, because they're just medium cav. My guys are shock heavy cav. But the fact is he put some Thurio spears, which kind of made me think twice about blitzing them. So he has 3 units of Illyrian cav here, but he has another unit of Illyrian cav in the back here somewhere. We'll see it in a bit. Right now we can't see his entire army. Here's the tactical overhead here. So he's moving his guys closer to the trees here. Spin that camera. There should be another Illyrian cav unit back there somewhere. Oh, it's back there. See it? It's gonna come over and try to join the fight. So, since I figured that the gig is up, I decided to just take all my guys out of hiding and just charge into him. So I got my Thessalian cav dashing through the woods. And I'm just gonna blitz into him. Hopefully, I was hoping that my initial charge would just obliterate these Illyrian cav units. I am pretty out of touch with this game though. I don't really know how things react to certain tactics, so I'm just kind of winging it right now. I was never good at this game. I never put much time into it. So here's a big fight in the forest here. We're gonna charge into each other over on this side. Over in the middle, we met head on. Very dangerous, I think, with all those trees there. Not in the game, but in real life, if you're a rider, that'd be really dangerous. And I decided to take my Thessalian cav and charge into these guys, and then get back out. Initially, I thought they were cav units, but when I realized they weren't, I decided to just run out of there. But my initial charge took out, what, 21 men? That was pretty good. So I take these guys, and I continue the charge through and into the backs of these guys. So they actually starting to break now. Now he has more Illyrian cav coming, and I also had a unit of thorax swords coming to take on his Thurio spears. But when I saw his cav coming, I decided to face these guys and attack him. Try to, anyways. I kind of just nudged them, actually. So I have not lost any men here. He has not lost any horses, so it's kind of a, spinning contest over there. But in the forest, my guys are victorious over here. See this? I'm actually winning victories here in most of the 1-on-1 situations. So you can see my his Illyrian cav are 32 here, my Thessalian cav are 41. My initial charge got the better of him. And his Thurio spears are sitting back here. They should have been charging in there to help out this unit of Illyrian cav. But instead they're sitting back there. So instead of waiting for spears to be thrown my way or a Thurio spear charge, I decided to pull my Thessalian cav out of here. I'm not gonna fight those guys. Hell no. So now I take my Thorax Swordsman and I charge into his mercenary axe warriors. Now, when I see this huge body of troops coming, I decided to run away. And I see his general right here. So I decided to send my skirmishers after his general, try to take him out. Unfortunately, he has a unit of Illyrian Cav right here. They're down 15 horses, but they're still quite a deadly force. They could definitely charge into my skirmishers right here. So I pressed my guys a little too much over there. Here I'm still getting more charges. His axemen are pinned against my swords, and I decided to send my Thessalian Cav around to charge him from behind. So now I'm pulling back my skirmishers when I see his remaining Illyrian Cav charging at me. So I'm going to form a line here, led by my general, and he picks my general to charge into. Probably not a good idea. But yeah, I'm pulling my guys out for cycle charges. His general is definitely doing pretty well over here, but I'm not done with him yet. So here we obliterated the Illyrian Cav, and I'm gonna take my Cav, my Thessalian Cav. There's what, 49 men left here, and I see his slingers right here. See them? They are right, but he sees what I'm doing. He's gonna pull men back to shadow my Thessalian Cav. He does not want me taking out his slingers. Meanwhile, back over here, I am ganging up on this one unit of mercenary axemen. They're not doing too well against my brave Macedonian warriors. Yet his general's over here. He should be charging into the backs of my guys. These guys are being shot from behind. And look at my cab unit. I'm just bulldozing into these slave slingers. Now, the Thessalian Cav are considered shot Cav, so their initial charge will be strong if you get it off. And these slave slingers are pretty weak, so combination of my powerful charge versus these weak statted slave slingers, it's gonna wreak havoc on them. See, they're already starting to break. So I take my Thessalian Cav, get out of there before his hoplites get to me, and I whack into those guys, and I'm gonna charge into the backs of these dudes right here. So they starting to break, and here's the tactical overhead. So a lot of mayhem on the yellow ones here. Now remember, he had a bigger armor than me, so I do have to react pretty quickly. I did not get to countercharge those guys, unfortunately, but I am breaking these guys. And his general's still sitting back here. They should have been attacking my dudes. Had his general been charging, he could have saved this unit of mercenary axes, probably. They're actually still alive, so. More Thessalian Cav, charging in. And I got my mercenary Thracian Peltus. Probably shooting my own guys at this point. But whatever. Now his axes are starting to break. I see his general right here. And I'm gonna switch targets and start shooting at his general. Whenever I can, anyways. Sorry. So my general is still at 75. He is fighting off a lot of these Illyrian, or these Ardiaei. But he has help from the Thorax swords nearby. And here, his Thurio Spears managed to break my Peltus. I was trying to run from him, but I couldn't keep up the chasing too long. His Slingers are back there. They were breaking earlier, but I will peel off a unit of two units of Cav to take care of them. But I want to deal with the bigger threats over here, these guys. But when I see his Slingers coming back, I decided to take this Cav unit. And I have another Cav unit. I don't... Is it these guys? Yeah, these guys. So I'm going to send one that way, and another that way. So his hoplites were chasing me, but he decided to attack my general instead of chasing my Cav. Good idea. And with my Thessalian Cav, I'm going to blitz these slave slingers. I did not want these guys hurling projectiles to the backs of my infantry, because my guys are outnumbered as it is. They did not need rocks being thrown their way either. So yeah, a very low money battle here. These slingers still alive. So I was gonna do it, but I was like, wait a minute, I think these guys need more help over here, my general. It said these guys are losing, but I wanted to help out because there's this unit right here of Illyrian Thuros coming too. So, my other Thurian Spear unit is taking out the other slinger, so it was okay. All was good in the hood. So that charge helped out. That one's, see this Illyrian Hoplite breaking, that one's also breaking the Thurian Spears. These guys will follow soon after. Because my Royal Peltas is quite strong, even without upgrades, it's quite strong. I'm gonna pull my Thessalians away and charge back to these guys. Mercenary Celtic warriors. Whack! So here's the tactical overhead now. You can see the battle's becoming more, it's becoming more simplistic at this point. So now these guys are kind of alive. They're broken, it says. Now they're gone. So now it's just his general back over here. But his general's breaking too. And soon he's going to be down to that unit that's coming now. Mercenary Axe Warriors at 120. So I'm not sure where they were, but they were healthy, but they broke without the rest of the troops there. So let's go look at the damage here. Very good against my opponent, but you can see he had a bigger army than me. I think he could have chose better options. Like, for the longest time his general wasn't doing anything. I think if his general was more active, he probably could have turned the tide on me. And, wow, look at my Thessalian Cav. They did a lot of damage there. But yeah, I haven't played this game in forever, so I was happy that I actually managed to win this, because even when I was playing this game, which wasn't that much, I still sucked at this game. But, pretty fun. I still prefer Rome 1, because, you know, Rome 1 has the free-for-all mode and all that good stuff. This game still has its place, but I guess nothing will compare to Rome 1 right now. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that battle. Good game to my opponent, Lycurgus.